Next up, we have a presentation from Maximus Resources with the ticker code MXR. To tell us more about their WA gold and nickel projects, I will now hand you over to Managing Director, Tim Wither. Hello, Tim.
Morning, Jane. Thanks for the introduction. Thanks, Broker Briefing, for the invitation and everyone that's joined. And a special hello to all the Maximus shareholders that have joined us today. Maximus Resources, we're a growing gold and nickel exploration company focused in the Kambalda region of Western Australia. Great time today to be exposed to nickel as the commodity prices have reached a 7-year high today. This is a picture of a historical Wattle Dam gold mine. I love this picture. That small little pit and underground workings produced nearly 270,000 ounces or 8.4 tonnes of gold, and at today's value, over $500 million worth of value. This is a corporate snapshot of the company very quickly. Share price 8.4 cents, market cap of $26.7 million. The company is fully funded. We recently raised $12 million with Pantoro Resources taking a 19.9% interest in the company, with nominee directors from Pantoro's Managing Director, Paul Smirlik, joining the board. We're a recently new management team joining the company last year. I'm supported by Dr. Travis Murphy, who is a PhD structural geologist. Our investment opportunity for Maximus Resources, we're located 25 kilometres from Kambalda, Australia's premier gold and nickel region, where there are 6 gold processing facilities within a 50-kilometre radius. We're 25 km from BHP's nickel concentrator, have 108 square kilometres of granted mining licences, and this will speed up any development approvals. We have 138,500 ounces of gold to build from. Demonstrated discovery potential across the tenements with the historical high-grade Wattle Dam gold mine and several historical nickel mines. As mentioned, we're dual commodity, both gold and nickel, and near-term growth with a recently announced start of a 7,000-metre multi-target drill program. Very quickly, an overview of the historical Wattle Dam gold mine, mined by Ramelius Resources over a 3-year period until 2012, producing just under 270,000 ounces at 10.6 grams. Note the very high grade underground of just under 15 grams per grams of gold in the underground operations. Directly west of the Wattle Dam high-grade chute is a zone of remnant mineralisation. It's a carbonate quartz stockwork, and we recently announced 620,000 ounces at 1.15 grams per tonne for just under 24,000 ounces. This is an important step for Maximus Resources and to grow our geological knowledge of the greater Wattle Dam area, because in January at the start of this year, we discovered the S5 prospect, which is 300 metres to the south of Wattle Dam mine, where we intersected 32 metres at 3.2 grams. And very, very similar style of mineralisation of the stockwork mineralisation that we see in the Wattle Dam stockwork. So having the mineral resource estimate is an important step into understanding the greater Wattle Dam area. Across the greater Wattle Dam area, we have the REDBACK deposit, recently discovered S5 prospect, and the Golden Orb prospect. These gold deposits are structurally controlled, and we believe are all interconnecting along 2 interpreted shear zones, all part of a much larger mineralised system, and all part of an interconnecting plumbing system. Legacy drilling has been too broad to detect another Wattle Dam high-grade chute, and as demonstrated with our discovery at the start of the year, the S5 prospect. This is an aerial view showing the interpreted structures. It just shows you how close the various deposits are, with REDBACK in the top right-hand side. It's only 600 metres along an interpreted structure, only south of the Wattle Dam open pit, and we're starting to piece together this much larger mineralisation system. REDBACK gold deposit. So REDBACK has a inferred resource of 440,000 tonnes at 3 grams for just under 43,000 ounces. Significant geological similarities to Wattle Dam gold deposit. The deposit remains open at depth. Recent drilling can be shown there. There's been some spectacular drilling gold intersections this year, most notably the 16.3 meters at 9.3 grams and 6 meters at just under 18 grams per tonne. So eye-watering grades. And REDBACK will be part of our recently announced multi-target drill program. That makes a major part of it, and we'll be drilling out the EIS drill holes. This is a long section of REDBACK, shows the proximity of REDBACK to Wattle Dam gold mine and the recent STOCKWORK mineralisation mineral resource that we've done. We can also see the pink outline of the REDBACK high-grade shoot, which we have drill intersections from 40 metres down to 250 metres below surface. We have recently done a small RC program at the top, just waiting for drill results coming out of that. REDBACK high-grade shoot remains open, and you can see the two small orange dots below REDBACK deposit. They're the two EIS holes that will co-funded WA co-funded grant. We'll be drilling in around November this year. As mentioned, dual commodity focus, gold and nickel. So great exposure to both. And I mentioned today, nickel hitting 7-year high. So great time to be nickel exploration. We've got some really exciting ground for nickel exploration, only 25 k's by sealed highway to the BHP concentrator. And this will be restarting soon with Mincor, providing ore to be treated there. Across our tenements, we've identified 3 main areas, and that's not inclusive of everything. HILDITCH West, where we've just started drilling, Central, and the 1A highway target. The reason why there's been very little mineral nickel exploration across these tenements is predominantly gold focused and some complex ownership before 2003. This is a long section of the region showing all the known mineral nickel resources from Cassini to the left into the orange boxes of our tenements to the right. The reason why, as I mentioned before, predominantly gold focus for the previous ownership of these tenements and a complex structure before. So now that we're fully funded, we've got the opportunity to fully explore this area. HILDITCH West is a new discovery. Recently in July, we were originally targeting a regional structure, which had a large-scale alteration zone. And we drill tested this in July and had intersected several shallow nickel, copper, cobalt mineralisation, most notably the 5 metres at 1.2% nickel and 2 metres at 1.5% nickel. 3 zones of mineralisation, and you can see the rock chips in the bottom right hand side. We believe that this mineralisation has been remobilised from ultramafics, which we see in the end of drill core, rock chips, and deeper in the stratigraphy. So subsequent to the nickel intersections, we completed a geophysics program, interpreted a strong late time conductor. Cambolda style nickel sulfide mineralisation occurs proximal to the contact between ultramafics and basalt stratigraphy, which the conductor is located near. Important to note that the nickel intersections were located in an interpreted structure, and diamond drilling commenced on Friday, hence I'm on site. So we've started a 500-metre hole to test that conductor. Also, there's magnetic high, so we're targeting right in the centre of both the conductor and the magnetic high. Very quickly, shown are our other 2 nickel targets, 1A and Central, both priority targets due to their proximity to historical nickel mines and having long stretches of the right stratigraphy. At Central, we've completed a large geophysics survey and compiling the data currently, with results to be advised shortly. At 1A, we are planning to start a ground EM survey at the start of the next year. So as mentioned at the start, we've just commenced a 7,000 metre multi-target drill program on Friday, which we are expected to be completed around February, March next year. So we've got the drill rig possessions 9/10 the law, so strong news flow coming out. We're also testing the HILDITCH West nickel target. It's a very exciting target. More information can be found on our website on the ASX announcements. We've got the REDBACK EIS holes, which are targeting potentially doubling the plunged mineralisation at REDBACK, and the continuation of resource drilling at REDBACK, and also some geophysics program finishing off the central, and some geophysics starting at 1A highway next year. Why Maximus? Location. We're in a tier 1 location, the right geology. We've got a solid foundation, 135,000 ounces to build from, and multi-target exploration program underway. The company's fully funded to progress the exploration program that this ground deserves. We have demonstrated discovery potential both at Wattle Dam gold mine and the historical gold mines. We're exposure to both gold and nickel, and several programs underway to have strong news flow through the as the progresses. So thanks very much for having the opportunity to speak about Maximus Resources.
Tim, thanks so much for the great presentation. It looks like you've got some great projects there and certainly pregnant with news flow. So with drilling underway, when do you expect to be getting an upgraded resource, and are you having any issues with assays at the moment?
Everyone's in the same boat with assay turnarounds, and some assays being transported across the east coast of Australia because of the capacity limits here in Western Australia. So we'll continue through. The focus for REDBACK is a resource upgrade. First off, we're drilling the 2 EIS holes. If those EIS holes come through, we'll be sitting on REDBACK drilling out for a very long time. And more excitingly is the HILDITCH West nickel target. If those things come through, we'll be following up with subsequent drilling. So we'll progress through what we can control, what we can do with assays, but always focus is building up our resource.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us today. I look forward to seeing the results of those drill holes.
Thanks, Jane. Thanks everyone else for listening.